So I want to first look at patterns. So if I look at all of these problems, I've got 3 minus 8, which, and I'm just going to kind of write out all the answers here. 3 minus 8 should be negative 5. 3 minus negative 8 should be positive 11. Negative 3 minus 8, and I'm not expecting you guys to be able to do it this quickly. I'm just kind of doing it to look at the patterns. Negative 3 minus 8 is negative 11. Negative 3 minus negative 8 is positive 5. 8 minus 3 is 5. 8 minus negative 3 is positive 11. Negative 8 minus 3 is negative 11. And negative 8 minus negative 3 is actually negative 5. So if we look at this and we look for patterns, all that we have here are 5s and 11s, either positive 5 or negative 5, or positive 11 or negative 11. And if you think about 8 and 3, we get 11 by adding the two together, and we get 5 by subtracting the two. So basically, we kind of look at each problem. It's either going to be an addition problem where we're finding the sum, or a subtraction problem where we're finding the difference. But the question is, how do we get there? Well, we have to think back to our addition rules. Okay? So we looked at these rules for adding integers, and we said when we add integers with the same sign, we find the sum. Same sum. When we add integers with different signs, we find the difference. Different difference. Okay? But how do we get them to be the same or different signs? Basically, what we want to do is we want to make everything into an addition sentence. So we make things into an addition sentence by doing what we call keep, change, change. So it's kind of like on that first page when we said that adding a negative is the same thing, or subtracting a negative is the same thing as adding a positive. So what this means, keep, change, change. Keep means we are keeping the first number. We are changing the sign, and we are changing the second number. The sign of the, or the changing the operation, not sign. And we are changing the second number, the sign of the second number, from positive to negative or negative to positive. And this is going to make everything into an addition sentence. Basically, we want to make everything an addition sentence, because if we can do that, then we can apply those two rules. So if I look back at these problems that I did up here, basically what I want to do, and let's kind of look at it a little closer here, is change everything. So we're going to do keep, change, change. I'm going to keep the first number as positive 3, change it from subtraction to addition, change it from positive 8 to negative 8. Now, I have different signs, which means I find the difference, which is 5, and there are more negatives, so it's negative. 3 minus negative 8. Keep the first number, change it from subtraction to addition, change it from negative to positive. Now we have a basic addition of 3 plus 8, which gives me 11. They're the same sign, I find the sum, and you're adding positive, so it's positive. Here we've got negative 3 minus 8. So I keep the first number, change it from subtraction to addition, change it from positive 8 to negative 8. So now I'm doing negative 3 plus negative 8. So I'm adding numbers that have the same sign, so I find the sum, which is 11, and I'm adding negatives, so it's negative. We've got negative 3 minus negative 8. Keep the first number, change it from subtraction to addition, change it from negative to positive. So now I've got negative 3 plus 8. They have different signs, a negative and a positive, so we find the difference, which is 5, and there are more positives than negatives, so it's a positive result. 8 minus 3, well, that's a basic subtraction problem that we should know, but we can apply the same rule here. Keep the first number, change it from subtraction to addition, change it from positive to negative. Now you have the problem 8 plus negative 3, which are opposite signs, so we find the difference, which is 5, and there are more positives than negatives, so it's positive result. 8 minus negative 3. Keep the first number, change it from subtraction to addition, change it from negative to positive. Now we have 8 plus 3, which are same sign, so we find the sum, which is 11, and we're adding positives, so it's a positive result. Negative 8 minus 3, we keep the first number, change it from subtraction to addition, change it from positive to negative. So now we have negative 8 plus negative 3. So we have the same sign, which means we are going to find the sum, and we're adding negatives, so it's negative. And we've got negative 8 minus negative 3. Keep the first number. Change it from subtraction to addition. Change it from negative to positive. Now we have negative 8 plus 3. We are adding opposites, so different signs, so we find the difference, which is 5, and there are more negatives than positives, so it's negative. So if you can use this, keep, change to change everything into an addition sentence, you can